Hey there, everybody. John Lillywhite here. I'm going to talk about something that the Federal Housing Finance Agency, FHFA, who regulates Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, announced a couple days ago. It might be important to you. What they've decided to do was to extend the payment deferral or the forbearance program that they put in place in the middle of all the COVID experiences when people were losing their jobs and not being able to make their mortgage payments. These deferral programs allowed people to not have to make their mortgage payment for a certain amount of months. Now, it doesn't mean that they weren't still responsible for them. It was just either put onto the end of the loan, or it was integrated into some kind of a loan modification program. But what they've decided to do now is to extend it. And the reason that they're doing this is because it was remarkably popular and very effective at keeping people in their houses. And for people who are suffering some kind of financial difficulty that's short term, it's a wonderful way for these people to stay in their houses and not suffer from losing it in foreclosures or anything like that. But when we're in these, we have to be careful. We have to be careful when we're in them and before we get in them. And that's what this is about. Before you decide to enter into these forbearance programs, you need to understand the consequences of being in one. First of all, you pretty much can't do anything in terms of a refinance or buying any kind of another property, second home, investment home, anything like that while you're in the middle of one of these forbearances, okay? You can sell your home if you would like. You can do that. And then, some of the proceeds that you owe from that forbearance would go to pay down, to pay that which you didn't pay with your mortgage payments. That's great, right? But we also need to take care and be careful, because what was happening when this was going on a couple of years ago is servicers were using these tactics to just call up their clients and say, would you like to not make your payments for a couple months? Well, who would say no to that? Especially somebody that doesn't understand what the consequences were. And servicers sucked at explaining the details and the consequences of what these choices could do to them. So if you think that you want to enter into something like this, and you think that you're in a financial situation that justifies you being able to hold off and forbear some of your mortgage payments, give me a call. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the nuances behind it and the things that your servicer probably won't tell you that I will tell you. It's not that I'm trying to keep you away from these programs, because like I said, they're great programs. It's a wonderful tool if it's used for all the right reasons. But we need to make sure that we know what's going on and that it's not going to somehow mess you up in the future. Okay? So just go ahead and give me a call if there's anything I can do. I love answering these kind of questions and being around for you. You take good care. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.